Hi everybody. So I was inspired by Scrappy Girl 7867 on Instagram. Her latest post, I think it's just beautiful. Like the backgrounds. I always say she's the queen of backgrounds. I'm trying to see. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? So I love it, and I've been wanting to play with distress inks, but of course I want to try and incorporate the gel plate because if I can, I love playing with the gel plate. So I'm going to, like I said, be inspired by hers. I didn't ask her how to do it, but I don't know. I'm just going to look at what she has and just let it inspire me to do my own thing, but use the gel plate, but kind of get the same idea. So anyways, I already did this one sheet of paper, and I used this Crafters Workshop stencil mini harlequin, and I put modeling gel, matte modeling gel, through the stencil onto the paper. And then I thought, like once I had it done, I thought, oh, I should have stamped on the background first. So I have another piece of paper, and I'm going to do the same thing with the gel medium, but this time I'm going to do a little bit of stamping first. And I don't want to do too much because I want to have the option of adding more after. So I'm just going to choose some things that would look good, like in the background. So I have this Tim Holtz stamp, the Professor 2, and I love this one for backgrounds. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to use something archival, but I don't want it too dark because I want it to be in the background. I don't want it to be the focal image. So I'm looking at, these are what I have for archival. These all seem a little bit too bright. I'm wishing Tim would come out with more archival minis. I think I'm going to try Vintage Photo. Trying to decide between Vintage Photo and Spiced Marmalade. May end up using both. But for this one, so this is a Distress Archival ink. I'm just going to add bits. I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is Grunged, and it's another Tim Holtz. And for this one, I'm going to use, okay, where did I put them? Okay. I could not have lost it already. Spiced Marmalade. Okay, and that's all the stamping I'm going to do first. So now I'm going to do the same thing that I did on this one, and that's just add some gel medium through a stencil onto the paper. And this is just a set, like my husband bought me one year for Christmas. It was a container and it had all these little guys in there, and it's all different kinds of things like gel mediums and I don't even know what this is. Copper cinder? It's a gel medium, but it has different things in it. Like this one has peat plastic. There's one that has glass, I believe, somewhere. But it has all different kinds. It has a walnut shell. And there's even a crackling medium. And the brand is Try Art. And that has MFG. No idea. I'm pretty sure he got it at Curry's Art Supply. That's here in Canada. I don't know. I think that's a Canadian store. So, for you fellow Canadians. So the idea, and I'm not sure if this is what Scrappy Girl did or not, but I get the feeling that this may be what she did. Because there was some of her stamping that really showed up really nice, so I'm thinking maybe she did some stamping and then did gel medium over it, and then that protected whatever was underneath. Now I use an archival ink, so it's going to stay anyway, but this won't get color on top of it because the gel medium is going to act as a resist. So I don't know what this is going to be like either, like with using the gel plate, but it's something I've wanted to try before, like doing gel medium texture on paper before gel printing on the paper. And I didn't have a video ready, so I thought I would kill two birds with one stone. Do some, well, probably three, because actually more than three, because I loved Courtney's technique. I wanted to try the gel medium and gel plate, wanted to play with my gel plate, and I needed a video for YouTube, so getting lots of things accomplished with one playing session. So I'm just cleaning the gel medium off my stencil. If I was going to be doing a lot of this, I would just have a container of water next to me so I could throw the stencils in there and clean them later, but I didn't use it a lot, so I was able to just wipe that off. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be back to do some gel printing. Okay, so the modeling paste is dry. I will admit I took my heat gun to it because, well, I'm a little impatient. This one dried naturally though. This one, heat gun. And there's another thing that I get to do in this video. I got Tim Holtz's brayer that's supposed to be better with the inks. So we'll see. I was curious. So I finally got one. I do like that it has little feet, so it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, it does matter. You can't lay it in that way. Because my other brayer, this is my favorite brayer. As you can tell, look at all the paint. I love that. I wish I could frame it. But this is my absolute favorite brayer. It's a nice soft brayer. And this one, you know, you just put it this way when you're laying it down so the paint doesn't go on your paper. But this one has little feet instead. I did get Diane's as well. I haven't used either of them yet. This one's harder than this. Like, you can tell this is a softer rubber. This one is softer than this one. So I'll be curious if I like it or not, because I do tend to like the soft brayers. But this one should be good. So I have nothing planned out. This is just, well, kind of how I usually gel print. I just play. So I had a thought, like where I didn't add any stamping to this beforehand, I kind of had a thought, and I'm wondering if I should add some oil pastel, because I would think that should resist as well. I know I'm not using watercolor because it would definitely resist that, but I don't know, I think I'm going to add some, just for curiosity sake. So I have these oil pastels, and I'm thinking just, I don't know. I have my gel plate down already. Oh, I'm already getting it on the paper. So I can just add like some circles. So that's it. I'm not going to add any more. I don't even know if it's going to do anything cool or not. But we won't know unless we try. So I have this one, and I have this one that I'm going to gel print on. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm looking at my inks. Go with some curved pumpkin and rusty hinge, and then I just really want to try it. Like, I don't know, I probably should have watched a video first to see. Okay, I'm not enjoying that. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it on the plate. It's not really going to show. That's the one thing with playing with inks on the gel plate on camera. You're not really going to pick it up much. So I'm just randomly spraying some on. I'm going to go with some wild honey. I have to get a piece of white paper to see if that helps, because I can barely see it myself. I'm going to try not spritzing with water and see. I'm expecting nothing much. Oh, I was not expecting that. I'm not saying it's pretty, I just wasn't expecting that much ink to appear. I'm really shocked. Now it's on top of the gel medium too. But I'm thinking, nope, it does stain the gel medium. But it still has a cool look. So it's not what I thought. Like, I thought you'd be able to wipe it off completely. But it does stain the gel medium. That surprises me. But I'm really shocked how much coverage we got with the ink. That blows me away. I'm gonna go in with a light yellow. I'm gonna try some mustard seed. Because this is all white. Oh, almost felt it laid in on the gel plate. That is cool. We picked up the gel medium, left a print on the gel plate, and it picked it up. I'll just grab a scrap piece of paper to show you because I'm sure it'll do it again. See? I can't believe how much coverage we're getting. That really shocks me. Sorry, I'll shut up now. I'm gonna get a piece of white paper to put under. Just so maybe we can see it more. Now, I want to go in with a stencil. Because it's not too exciting, just like plain color. So let's do this industrial. And it's Tim Holtz. I'm not purposely going for all Tim Holtz, but kind of has the vibe I'm going for right now. So if I want it to turn, like if I want it to look this way on my paper, then I need to do it opposite on my gel plate. I'm going to put some here. I'm going to go in with, what color am I going to use, guys? I'm going to do Walnut Stain. I can't tell if it's going in there. I'm just going to check it on that scrap piece of paper. It is. Wow. Okay, so I can't even see it, so don't feel like it's me not doing what I can to enable you guys to see it, because I can't see it myself. Now I can see it when I pull off the stencil, but I find it hard to see when the stencil is down. Gives it a nice soft look. I want something here. So one thing I do, like if I'm looking at my print and I'm like, I want something in this area, sometimes you can't think right away where on the gel plate you need to put it. So I kind of look, okay, I want it there. So that's about here. Like I'll turn it upside down. I know it's here. So I know this is the general area of where I want to put something. So I'm going to try, what would I like there? I think I want the word found, and I need to do it backwards on my plate. There we go. I'm just going to see if I can pick up anything else. A little bit. So I really do think that this brayer, I'm going to grab my old one so you can see. Watch there be no difference. I feel like I've tried doing this before on the gel plate and was frustrated with saying what I wanted to do, with trying to get the ink on the plate. Okay, that's looking good too. Okay, that looks good as well. Let's get another plain piece. Lovely sound. Okay, so now I'll use Tim's brayer. I do find it a little bit more solid and dark. Like the other brayer works fine, and I don't know if I moved it or I'll try it once more with the regular brayer, because it seems, and I don't know if it's what I did, like if I moved the paper, but the one I did with the regular brayer looks a little blurry. They both work fine. So far, I'm not seeing the need to run out and get this one, but I really like using it for the inks. Like, I don't know if I'd want to use it for paint where it's so small. This one, I don't know, it seems like the ink is a little like separated a little more. I don't know if I just got more ink down, but there's not a huge difference. So I wouldn't run out, like I wouldn't say like you have to have this one in order to use the inks on the gel plate. But like I said, I really do like the brayer though. And I really like that it has little feet, even though it's not necessary because you can put that one down like that, but let's see how much extra is left on the brayer. Oh, that's a lot. You don't even notice it where the brayer is black. You don't even notice what's left on there. I can see it on this one because the brayer is light. But it's not coming off. See, it's sticking to the brayer. But there's also a layer of paint on this brayer. And this one's a virgin. So, I don't know. And that may be why it's coming out different as well, because this brayer has a layer of paint. So, draw your own conclusions. But I don't like that. So, in my mind, it would be nice to have a brayer just for inks. So, because I'm not liking this, and this would transfer like when doing gel prints with paint. See, because it's reactivating. Yet I couldn't get it off when I was trying to brayer off onto paper. But yet there was still ink on there. So I don't like how it reacts on my regular brayer. I'm just curious how much is left on my brayer after rolling it out and it's seeming like everything was off. Yeah, it comes off of this one better. Like, it's clean. So, there's that. If there's anything else you want me to test out, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna get some color. I feel like I want a pop of, I'm gonna try using an oxide ink. I'm gonna go with Abandoned Coral and this New to Me stencil by Dina Wakley, Wheels. Now I can see this pink going down better. I do feel like you get more ink on your brayer. Let's see. I'll go with the negative and positive. So I'm just going to spritz with water and see. It gets more clean by just simply brayering it than the regular brayer does. I'm going to go along the top an edge. And I'm going to put my paper to the edge. I have to let my dog out. Ooh. I'm going to do it again. And I flip the paper so I can get the opposite sides. Okay, I want to do, ooh, I forget to turn it. I did that with the feet side, that's why I did that. Now I want to use a yellow in the oxide. And I'm going to go with a bright squeeze lemon. And I'm going to go for not the outer edge, but come in a bit. Should have cleaned my brayer a bit better. It's just so I don't get any harsh lines. Just going to go around like that. And hopefully it's where I want it. I think so. Hard to tell. So I did that. This. I don't think that made a huge difference. I'm just going to go over it again. See, if you go over it, it does make the gel medium areas a little brighter. I can save that for later. What else do I want? Feel like I want I'm going to do the crossbones, but the splatter section. So it's a stencil with crossbones and splatters on it. And I want another pop of color. I think I'm going to go, I'm going to see if cracked pistachio will turn out. And I need to clean my brayer. So this is just a baby white that's still wet. I have fur on it. I'm giving it a spritz. Okay, I have to let my dog in. Okay. So I know really I could just go through a stencil with the inks instead of doing it this way, but I don't know. I just like playing with the gel plate. I want that one about here. Yeah, it doesn't show up a whole lot, but you can definitely see it. I will try Mermaid Lagoon. Might be going too far with it, I don't know. We shall see. You get so much ink on the brayer though. Like, look how much ink is on my stencil. You can see it on the gel plate now. I'm going to try that again. Whoa, there we go. Hello. I like it. So I'm going to go with there. I will say this is a lot faster than going in with like a sponge and stamping it in. So I want, yeah, kind of need to do it upside down for where I want it. I want that one there. And then I need to move that down a little for that one. And I have a lot, I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it does work. It makes a mess, but I squirted water on my brayer. Another way to get splatters. But I will warn you, it goes everywhere. But I just had to try. You will get it. Don't wear good clothing. I couldn't help it. I had to give it a shot. Yeah, it blows my mind how much ink you get on the brayer though. Okay, so what do we want to do with this other one? I'm going to put this one aside for now. This one, I think I'm going to try doing this. And some honey. I'm not going over what I already put there. I'm not mixing them. The first one was Abandoned Coral Oxide. This is Wild Honey, just regular ink. And then, do I have Mermaid Lagoon in regular? I have Peacock Feather. So regular ink, Peacock Feather. Got it on the case, but I didn't get it on my ink pad. Okay, and now I'm going to try brayering it to mix them. And then I'm going to give a light spritz. And this may not be good because I'm just using cardstock and not watercolor paper. So this may not be great. I mean, it may not be great anyway. Yeah, we made some mud. Definitely made some mud. But the oil pastels, which is why I wanted to go with the water. They really show up. If I didn't put the blue in there, which I should have known better, but I'm still surprised by the coverage. There's a lot of ink left on this stencil, so I'm just giving it a spritz. And nope. It looks like there's a lot of ink. Maybe it's paint. I'm getting faint outlines. Yeah, that's paint. This is ink though. I'm gonna go... Yeah, this is not good colors for, for mixing it. As you can tell, I kind of given up on this one because it's ugly. I'm just going to clean off my stencils because this background is not pretty. But the idea is there for the pastels. And if I really wanted to, I could cut sections of this and it would be fine. It's just as a whole, it's not pretty. Like this section here is just really bad. But other sections are okay. So I'm not going to play with this one anymore. And I'm done with the gel plate. So I'm going to give it a light spritz just to activate the inks. I'm going to clean my brayer. Yeah, see, look at that mud. I feel like I want to try maybe a hand. This is Oddities, Tim Holtz. And I know I'm going to use more images on that one. I may. Do I want to use that one? I think I do. This one gets used so much it doesn't even stick anymore. Sometimes if you wet it, and clean it off a little. There we go. I'm going to go in that. So this is anatomy chart. I will try to remember to put links down below the video for everything I used. I have no idea what I'm using this for. Not a clue. This one is Specimens? Specimen, yep. And these are all Tim Holtz stamps I have out. I'm only using this to push it down on my mat so I don't get it all over my nice clean hands. And back to the anatomy chart. No rhyme or reason, just simply playing. Really surprised how good of an image I'm getting first try. Usually I have to use the stamping platform so I can go over it and over it, but somebody's on my good side today. Or I'm on somebody's good side today. Now I just want half of this one. I want it to be this half. To be crisp. think I would have preferred if I had it up higher, but oh well. I already used that one. I don't want to use the same one. I wish I knew what I was going to do with this. I really don't know. This is Ladies and Gentlemen. Looks so pretty with the bug. What am I going to use this for, guys? I'm making this and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Scrunged. I feel like I'm going too far. Like I should have stopped. I do want some bright rings. And I don't know how well abandoned coral will turn out. and something even brighter and permanent. I'm gonna go with Picked Raspberry in the Archival. I feel like everything I'm doing now, it's too much. So I'm going to go around the edges and darken it up a little, and hopefully that will tone some of it down. Just grabbing some scrap paper and some ground espresso. See, and I think this is why I prefer the gel plate. Like, I find this a little annoying. Not tons, but I just find the gel plate so much quicker. And I don't have to do all this mess. And also my hands tend to hurt when I gotta really like hold on to something for a long time. So if I did this a lot, I'd be cramping in here. I don't get any of that with gel printing. See, started. And I have all that wasted ink. Not that it's a big deal, but I think it looks better having grunged up around there. I do. Walnut Stain and Distress Oxide Spray. Actually, I'm going to go with Abandoned Coral in the regular spray stain. And Wild Honey. I love wild honey. I like it. I just don't know what I'm going to use it for. I have no idea. So there we have it. So that is it, and like I said, I will link the supplies down below the video in the description box. Thanks for watching. Bye.